Hello, I'm William Weers, and this is,
Lorna Wood.
and we just saw Aliens of London. So, what did you think?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I like the I like the way that the spaceship blew out diesel smoke. Um, I thought that was funny. You don't usually see that, and I like that they brought the mother back. She's always good for the person on the street perspective. um, I thought the sort of extra things, like the way that everyone had been grieving over her for the 12 months and how she had to deal with that. I thought that was really good. I think I probably could have done without some of the fart humor, but I kind of liked that they had difficulty adjusting, that their technology wasn't perfect. We don't usually see that. And I didn't really mind that the skin didn't look like a skin or any of the silly stuff. I mean, that's what Doctor Who is all about. So.
Yeah.
I mean, the Last Human was also very silly.
What really impressed me was how humanist it was. In terms of, for all the silliness going on, it still is so invested in its characters. So, even the boyfriend got depth in this one, which I was impressed by. I thought he was just going to be this one joke character, served his purpose fine. But instead, there are dimensions to him. Same with the mother, there's dimensions to her. So I really appreciated that.
Right, and of course he would have been accused of murdering her. That totally would have happened. And again, that's the kind of thing that most science fiction shows don't even think about. They don't give a second thought to it. So.
Yeah, so I really like that. I also thought it was paced well, in terms of how it opens with a bang and then it slows down and it picks up again. I thought that intercutting was very good. And I also liked how it played with our expectations. So when we saw that pig running around, we've seen so many silly things on the show. We thought, oh, well, maybe these aliens are pigs.
Right, of course.
But then, no, it's actually just a pig that's been controlled by aliens.
Right, because how many pigs run on their hind legs, too?
Well, you just never know. But that's also another good thing. I really liked how upset the doctor got when they killed the pig.
Yes.
Because we really see that this is like a defining thing in his character. He always wants to save whatever, and sometimes he's right, sometimes he's wrong, but twice it's gotten him in trouble with the automatons in the first episode and the Gelf in the third episode. But I like how they're building up that defining thing. I'm feeling it's going to really pay off at some point.
Yeah.
I like the design of the aliens. The little we saw them at the end, they were definitely weird looking.
I like the conflict between the backbencher and the secretary fellow. I thought that was good. You knew she was going to save the day or help save the day.
I think what's interesting is I think this episode is really hated by the fandom or dismissed because of the fart jokes. And to an extent, I can understand that, but I honestly felt that fart jokes aside, this was perfect episode.
Right. Well, I mean, it was the best deployment of fart jokes that I've seen, but still, I could do with fewer.
Yes.
But as I say, I think the idea that aliens should have trouble with technology, that they might have trouble adapting to what's to them alien physiology, that's all fine. I think that's actually good and insightful.
Yeah. But going back to the pacing, I also really like how the episode took the time to have Rose really enjoy being in that car going to 10 Downing Street.
Oh, yes.
A lesser show would have just, cut to them arriving, but this takes the time to show this working class woman who's just really excited about this, which people would be.
Right, but it's also funny because it's so out of proportion. Yes, it's a big deal, but it's a much less of a big deal than going 5 billion years into the future and being sort of employed on a time machine.
But I also just feel like that's very British. I don't know.
Well, it's very class. Yeah. I mean, if you've said that you've never been anywhere except your, what do they call it, estate, then you get to go to 10 Downing Street. Of course, it's Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris.
I suppose we should also talk about the political thing. So at this time, the British really, really hated Tony Blair. So the message that, all of his advisors and everything are aliens would have
Well, and they're not only, well, first of all, seeing his prone body was probably a thrill, but also that they're not just aliens, but alien pig-like beings. I think might have been saying something
Yeah,
political.
I imagine it was. I don't know. There's not much to say about this one except we really liked it.
Yeah,
I
everybody had a character. I mean, the backbencher had her character. She was very persistent and very serious about the things she was doing, even though she also had a good perspective on how relatively unimportant she was. And I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
It's to be continued. So
Right.
there's a lot of things we don't know yet.
Right. I think that's about all we can say for today. So
Yeah.
I'd give this episode an A.
Yeah, I would give it an A. If there's a lot more fart jokes in the continuation, I might give it an A- in the end. We'll see.
Now, if the resolution is disappointing, but I don't know if we can hold part 1 accountable for part 2. I don't know how that works. Okay. Thank you for listening.
Okay, bye. Yeah, I didn't really have. Yeah.